Pets me. Lily, you're too much. Hey Lily, how's it going? Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me on another live stream. I'm not even sure what we're doing. Oh yeah, we're looking for Thancred and Minfilia with a new friend. I think she is called Krill? Cream? She used to be in not Thancred's, one of the science teachers. So it's gonna be really funny for her to tell us how he was when he was young or younger. I hope you guys are having a good day. How you doing, Lily? Ready to continue our adventure in Heaven's Word? No, not Heaven. Heaven's Word. Good. Ooh, look at this caterpillar. Nice. That's great to hear. I hope that's good that your day is doing all right. I have another hot day today. I'm doing good. It's very hot today, so I completely forgot that my fan was on even. I turn it usually to the lowest setting when I'm streaming. At least to not make that much noise. But I do turn it up a little bit if it starts becoming boiling in my room. Now, can I fly here? No, I cannot. If you guys are watching on TikTok, this time I'm back to using the dedicated app on TikTok. There is a compatibility mode, meaning whatever dimensions that you like. Oh wait, I'm really close. I might as well just check that in. You could put in landscape mode or portrait mode, and both sides should look good. Yeah, both sides should look good. If you want to see everything, you can. Now, before we have some history of crashing when TikTok had its own app, so if that starts happening again, we know that TikTok is the reason why the stream sometimes crashes. But hopefully it doesn't happen.
Midnight Dew says well met, lad. Now, here's the plan. Considering the weight of the stuff they stole, they won't get far on foot. Chances are they've got a boat hidden somewhere. I'll get onto my crew and have them stake out the riverbank.
You do that. Whenever I'm passing by, I'll get looking for that too.
Might be the bandits are lying low out there, or maybe they've stashed the loot and moved on. If you should chance on any of my belongings, I'd be obliged if you bring them back to me.
Speaking of petting, I just that's not really a transition, but yesterday you had some pajamas, right? Is that something you bought or something that you could get in the quest? Because I want to get some glams too. I need something, an outfit here and there. Let me get this quest while we're here. No.
Treasure hunter says what?
It wasn't the
One behind me.
ether currents.
No. Thank the gods. I've done enough running for one day. But we can't just leave the treasure there. You look like the sort that's used to risking life and limb. Might be as you could help clear a way through those seedkin that damn near made a meal of us. We'd see that it was worth your while, of course. If you're interested, let my friend Sawney know. Well, I reckon it's safe to go back to Idleshire and look for a...
I thought this would be an ether current quest, but it was in fact not one. That's the problem with having too many exclamation points everywhere. Another time, another place. That's the one we have to go for. That's the story one. Okay, off we go. We have much to do. How did Bamut, the core trials go yesterday? Did you guys manage to do it and complete it? I know it took us a couple tries as well for us.
Sonny says you're here to help with the seedkin infest in the Arboretum. Thank the gods, we've not the numbers to venture into there ourselves. They used to research plant life from every corner of the realm here, you know. Of course, with no one to look after it, it's all gotten a bit overgrown.
No, we kept dying in the big bird fight. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Because unlike us, we did it normally. Oh, so you guys did it restricted. You couldn't just tank it. Damn.
Usually, places like this are more trouble than they're worth. But if the parchments we found are anything,
That's unfortunate.
there's something in these ruins that could benefit everyone in Odyssey.
Is it in this server? I could help out too.
A proper priceless treasure.
Or in the server I could travel to? It was on Odin. Oh, okay.
And it goes without saying,
Then
the site is
I hope that Sprout could get through it eventually.
precious relics.
It's.
You'd be welcome to keep if you help beat a path.
I think that was the thing we were getting stuck on.
Safe and see if we can't find what we're looking for.
Yeah, you could have, but it was also full party also. With one random. Oh wow, and it was that difficult. Damn. Yeah, then maybe much better, more experienced people would be best. Saint now accessible. I don't even know what I signed up for. What? What is this? Stop running. Stop running. We're going to put together a team for that later on. Okay. Sounds good. Increasing item level. Each piece of gear in order to assign a level indicator relevant to strength, average level. Yep. Soon find that maintain higher average item level is key to sexing. Yes. Following requirement not met. Average item 170. You need higher item level. Okay. So I just unlocked this for later then. Sounds good. There you go. And there's a place where I need to go hunting nearby. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I do not want to be eaten today. Unless I have to fight you. Then I'll fight back. Here. Who am I supposed to fight here? Search for stolen items. Must be inside this. Okay, sounds good. I wish you the best of luck then, Lily. Oh, there's the stolen items. Who are they? I don't recognize that uniform. Some thieves, some fancy thieves. That was easy. Hmm. Okay. Let's just quickly fly over there. Complete that. And then we get back on the quest. You know, just to get the feel of things. Look here, someone. I gotta remember to zoom out sometimes because all the way zoomed in and it looks crazy. Like my movements will be too jagged or erratic.
Midnight Dew says, how goes the search, adventurer? Did you find anything?
Here you go, and I have something else here.
My stock. Well, one chest's worth of it, anyway.
Nice. Alright. Bye-bye. No wonder I'm not using my mini map. My mic is covering it up. Now we cross these rivers? Or do we have to cross that bridge? Yeah, these wait, how do I get up there? I have to go up there. That bridge is broken. Oh, are we meeting up? Oh no, it's not up there, it's underneath. Okay. I was like, how am I gonna get up there? Nice. Cry? Creo? Yeah. Creo. Creel? Creo Lilies.
Kral says you did
Kral.
say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya
Ah, you don't have that good eyes then. I don't know why my hand keeps twisting.
I have heard many stories of Master Matoya.
I like this outfit.
Others
Very
less.
complimentary.
Ishtola says, rest assured, they all are true. This way, and have care where you tread.
Oh yeah, are you gonna test her? Are you gonna test her with the cave again? Look at these two people. Oh, they're both dead? They look pretty lively for dead. That's another thing. How does names work? Because it's not, people don't have just their name, but they have like other stuff on them as well.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out.
Oh my god.
Say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya.
I am Cryle, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Oh, another warrior. Another one with Echo.
Croyle, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do.
Don't tell me everyone does.
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
You can't waste the time of an old timer. You don't have that much left.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the seventh dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Which is a valid point. Can't we just ask her for help? Maybe she would know something to discover the last two locations.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light.
Do I have 5? I think I have 5. But those are different colors.
Reigns, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure.
Damn.
The value is beyond measure, as are the risks
Oh no.
in its use.
Don't tell me. No, it still works. We're still good. The bit rate was a little bit high for a moment, but seems like everything's still good. YouTube chat disconnected, so that's why I said that.
For example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola.
What type of echo do I have? I just see people's memories. I cannot be influenced. And I'm pretty strong.
Cryle says very essence even, the traces of which served to guide the elementals to Y'shtola.
Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, As long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Alright, so we gotta do it here.
Master Matoya.
No more traveling for us.
Then let us begin.
It's like Thancred is in a bar in Gradania. Talking to two Miquits.
From the Black Shroud,
Oh, I was right.
moves to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
Uh-oh. And I feel like we've been there. So,
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
we were right there then. Oh, no. I got the Gradania right, at least. Alright, so let's go see the tail feathers. Have you seen this guy? We show up a picture. Wait, is it right downstairs? Oh.
Alphino says were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization.
Oh, because his area of the dragon, he could be really scared. But he's a strong guy.
Shadowless says ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Kryl says Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals.
Do we have a picture with us?
Says, fear not, Kroll.
Oh, there we go.
Prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose.
Let's see. Let's see the quality of your work.
Ishtola says this is impressive. You drew him from memory?
Alphino says a skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember.
Okay. Oh, when you were looking for your grandfather. That could be a reason you had that drawing skill.
Split into two pairs. Ishtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Cyber and Crow question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Lothast Ven and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it.
Okay. Oh,
Kryl says mine. He certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine.
oh, that's the reason.
Hours to impress young ladies.
Oh my god. Is he just spilling all his dark secrets?
Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you've finished making your...
Yeah, forgot it. Maybe buried in his subconscious. Okay, let's see. Who has seen this guy?
Lupard says searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then.
Okay, I'm gonna need that back afterwards. I only have one copy. Look at the size of his nails.
No, ain't seen him around. Sorry.
One down. A little bit unlucky. Who else? Oh, inside. Have you seen our friend?
Marshchamp says what's that you've got there? A sketch? Can't say I know the face. You say he's something
What
of
the?
a
What
warrior?
happened outside? It just got dark.
I heard a tale the other day about a Hyuran vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the belle of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man?
Could be. He could be using his secret techniques. This is the only town that I think it will fly in it, because it's a little bit of maze just to leave town.
Says a Hyuran man? We're not exactly racist, no. Could you be more specific? I did spy this one bloke a while back.
Oh,
Didn't
you gotta
get
lead.
look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river, to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks. See? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow.
An axe? Did he have an axe? No, he had short swords. I mean, we have two leads.
Kryl says finished. In that case, I think we've learned everything we can hear. Let's see what the others have found out.
Okay. Where are we gonna meet them? We're gonna meet them far away. Alright, let's go. Oh. Dive, dive. Alright, where's everyone else? We got here too early.
Alphino says my apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could.
Yep, that's the goal. And anything? Any news?
Ishtola says many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors.
Alphino says nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hyuran hunter with whom no one is familiar.
Why didn't he try? I mean, after this is Ishgard, he's really far away from home.
Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess.
That could be our guy.
So you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof.
Kryl says mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement.
Refinement?
Which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. Ishtola says, you are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself?
He might think there's gonna be someone looking for the Scions.
Alphino says, well, if you recall,
Oh.
as naked as your
Oh my god.
scene I shall never forget.
Hey, what you mean?
Ishtola says is it
Yeah. Hey, you misspoke really badly right there.
Alphino says, well, I was pleased to see you. I mean,
You're digging a bigger hole. Stop talking.
it stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament.
I caught on to that so quick.
Kryl says in any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they They should be able to tell us no.
Alphino says quite right. Kroll, quite right.
Max potion it is. Oh, both? Oh, thank you. Him? Again?
Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lothast Vet. We must go and see the vet right away. Come
Don't tell me he got influenced again by another primal. I just rescued him from one primal. I mean, not just, but... Ooh, what is this? What are you? What do I do with this? Is this a light? Lily, do you know what this is? Wait, maybe... Strange. That's not a light. I don't see no one else with that. Is someone supposed to teleport? I'll search for that then. A blue spear. That's calling my attention. It can't be a coincidence. Or is that Thancred? Is that Thancred when he came out? Oh well. The curiosity will eat me alive.
Vet Storyteller says, Great Hunters, we welcome you once more to Lothast Vet. What do you seek this day? Alphino says we seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings.
Do you recognize that face?
Vet Storyteller says, how curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey?
No, he's one of our friends. He's not prey. Sorry for the mic, I'm adjusting it.
Alphino says no, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Vet Storyteller says good. He is a friend to the vet as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Alphino says truly? And you are quite certain it was this man? Vet Storyteller says there is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Somal, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wound.
Oh, he was hurt. Oh no, he was fighting the dragons.
He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh.
Ow,
He asked
my
for
wrist.
garments. We were glad to provide it.
Ishtola says, and where is he now?
Vet Storyteller says gone to Lothast Nath. Not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god.
Oh god, a sign. A sign is always a sign, no matter where he is.
Ishtola says Ravana is returned.
Alphino says Vidofnir did say that the Nath had grown as before. But what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Vet Storyteller says go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice.
Yeah, we gotta move. Alright, off we go. That light is still there, so I guess it's always been there. I'll see you, weird sphere. At least we go straight to the one mind. I don't need to go up the staircase again. This one he's 3, this one's 4. Oh, look at them. They're giving me some damage. I didn't notice. And now what? We made it here. But I see no one here yet. Uh-oh.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Let me see. How's the other one doing? Looks like it's doing okay. You took them down? Oh no, that's the Warrior of Darkness. Yeah, our friend doesn't have an axe. Damn. We meet face to face finally. I mean, they got 5. We need one more. Oh, both of us? Both got echoes.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
That's a blade of light attack.
So you are the warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea.
They all have echoes? What?
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
There's many primals.
The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are. Shall we show them?
Oh, they want to fight, huh? Alright. A fight it is. That's Thancred's blades. No, but that's not Thancred. That's Thancred. His hair just up. It's so long now.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
But they were fighting the Ascians. I don't understand. Everybody okay?
Of darkness. Really?
Thancred, are you all right?
He got much stronger in the sense the last time we seen him. And a new fit.
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Yeah, let's get out of here. This was a movie for me. Didn't do nothing. Thancred, how are you? What has happened to you? I didn't even recognize you. I saw the daggers. That was a
Suffice it to say,
clear sign.
was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic. Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then...
Off you go.
You intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness. I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
No. Much has happened.
If
So much.
nothing else, you might have warned me about the word on the live stream in the altogether.
Oh my God.
fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
So that was... so it was him. The stories were true.
From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Speaking of which, who are they?
The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
They're from where? I don't know. It sounded too soon to go into parallel worlds, but they come at you fast. Our arch nemesis.
Alphino says blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down Primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause?
Ishtola says I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like. Nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Thancred found Cyber.
Thancred says, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god.
Ishtola says I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould imply gross negligence on our part.
Alphino says speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sarah Emeric's invitation.
Kral says since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is given. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for
Thancred says wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought... Alphino says I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your...
Okay. So now where do we go? Where are they? They upstairs? They are upstairs. Wish I could get there from here. Do I have to climb that every time? Isn't there no way to enter from up here? There's a dragon there. Ah, here we go. An entrance. You know, they put that dragon just for me, for I could find my way in there. Downstairs? No way. I saw them. They were nowhere here. So they're upstairs, but not all the way up. What is that about? Oh, her.
Vidofnir says, I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since. Alphino says, my thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has. Vidofnir says, truly? Once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks.
Thanks.
Alphino says, with it we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Vidofnir says another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw.
Yeah, the strongest have failed.
But to another matter. I have tidings for thee as well.
Oh? How did it go, the meeting?
Alphino says regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. Vidofnir says as promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth, she wrapped herself in a dream. Yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth, she fought. For justice, she sinned. For redemption, she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal, or be it for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon.
One's life brought him to ruin, and another's life lost brought him to salvation again.
He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Alphino says, then you accept Ser Emeric's invitation?
Apparently so.
Vidofnir says, let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people.
This is going to be quite a sight.
Alphino says, we are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay.
Thancred's like, holy. It's my first time speaking straight.
It is happening, Isael. Would that you were here to see it.
Oh. She'll be happy that her struggle was worth it. Uh-oh, he's by himself with the houses.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
Watch out.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming countryside.
Hey, you fought dragons. Hey, don't let him escape.
Honorable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Oh, there's armor in the pesky blade. Broke through your armor? How were you supposed to fight dragons with that? Oh, they appeared. Whenever I see anyone that's appearing in front of me, waiting for me in a cutscene, I feel like Lily's gonna be there. Now, Dreams of the Lost. Where are we meeting? We're going back to Escard. I'm not even sure which side it's supposed to be on. Achievement. This person just started. Fury, fearing, Elysian.
Ishtola says fortune.
Alphino says right. Let us not keep Sarah Emmerich waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred?
Yeah, it's been. He hasn't spoken in a bit.
Thancred says yes, yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. Would seem there is no end to our troubles.
No. And we haven't really completely dealt with Yuda too.
Ishtola says we can but face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papalimo and Minfilia as well.
Oh no, those two. They were in the castle.
These troubles
They used a big spell, I remember.
Back on together.
Thancred says pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory.
Yeah. What's going on?
No doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt.
First, we need to get you a haircut.
Alphino says I know you will. So then, to the congregation.
Oh, it was right next door. Congregation? What is that? Oh no, his place. Let's see the chocobo baby. And we return, and what do we find?
Lucia says you have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind.
Alphino says greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sarah Emmerich's invitation.
Lucia says she has. These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them.
No way.
Alphino says Is he otherwise engaged?
Hilda says sleeping off a knife to the gut.
What?
Alphino says what? What happened? Will he live?
Lucia says the Churgeons tell me he will make a full recovery. But had Lord Edmont and Lord Artwell not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. Hilda says the attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all round the city, including several of ours, burst into flame.
We have much to do. Time for the citywide lockdown.
Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for everyone we put out, It seems like 2 more startup. Casualties are mounting, especially in the brew.
Why do I feel like one of the high houses is doing this?
Lucia says 'tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it.
Ooh, level 240.
The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified.
Alphino says, have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern.
Lucia says if there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and foundation.
Has anyone been caught?
Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Ishtola.
Alphino says as you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well.
Yeah, she must know what the underground is talking about. Maybe even a little more than the leader of the underground.
Hilda says me and Cyber and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us?
Thancred says Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you, my
Tell
lady.
you need a haircut.
Hilda says I'll bet.
I'll bet.
Hilda, a scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious Lucia says I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all.
A ruffin.
Thancred says while we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passers-by, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not.
That's our tattoo right now.
Hilda says oh, I, the infamous Lord Eminello de Fortos, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much.
Damn.
They say he could gossip for Ishgard.
Thancred says just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Cyber.
Hilda says he'll be at the Crozier most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him.
Making an effort to be seen.
Thancred says, grizzled I will accept, but old?
He was too long in the forest. We gotta call. Who's the name? Who do we have to call? The one who cuts hair really nicely. Cuts your hair so good. You could go from bald to full head of hair. That's how good he is. What is going on? Oh, the pillars. Now, without looking at that complete thing on top of his head, who stands out? This person in the red. That's a madam. The guy with his legs all twisted like. Oh, it's him. He's just a young guy, though. Young kid, even.
Well, if it isn't Cyber, dearest of all my friends. You're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy?
Old boy.
Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that, and awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, We've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses.
Most of the other houses.
Up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the hopline is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Ser Emeric's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man, not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the hopline. While you conduct
Oh my god.
I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens.
Hey, there's a time and place. That's horrible. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know, my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be.
The lady from the Camp Cloud Top?
I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer.
Okay.
Now run along and catch those arsonists. Thancred says that was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the hopline, Cyber, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda?
What's she gonna say?
Hilda says you know what, I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering
Damn.
in small clothes.
She's really give it to him. Alright. Now, they're in the boat, right? I think I should have went. Yeah, no, this was a good place. Oh, it's priest. I'm looking for the refugees. What say you? What is your experience with all this?
Says come, my brothers and sisters. There is food and shelter enough for all in the basilica. Ragged refugee says Halone's blessings be upon you. I confess, we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days, about the Archbishop, and Ser Emeric, and the Dravanians. Vault Priest says trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only
So it's from the church that's causing all this.
Do you require succor as well, sir? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps.
Suspect number 1 so far. You're gonna give them food, and then in turn, giving them arms too. What's going on here? Oh no, they burned.
There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere, and it was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all.
We gotta stop these fires at once. They're destroying these people's lives. Unruffled refugee? Put yourself together.
Unruffled refugee says ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do.
Don't forget it. Sir Almec is the reason it's opened up to the public. He didn't come out from thin air. I don't like this pathway. They don't let me go down. What they do? Amazing.
Thancred says, ah, there you are. Anything to share?
The priest saying that there's lies.
Humph. We will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits.
And someone with a satchel.
Refugees. We inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Remonid's Cathedral and another near the tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy.
So it must be coming from the church, I think.
Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion.
Now, we took down the archbishops and their knights. But what about the priests, the head priests, and the women for cloth? So they also probably don't like how things are. Not really sure where's the quickest way out of here. There they are. Broma? Now where is he? Let's see the fires. Doesn't look that destroyed. Kind of looks like how it was before. The cactus. Why is he out here?
Alphino says silence will avail you not, sir.
Oh no, someone else.
Ah, Cyber. I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect.
Ishtola says we found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not. So we insisted.
Captive says let me go. Damn it. You've got the wrong man.
Now that I'm here, I will use my echo on you.
Thancred says mine, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? Captive says I'm a victim. You imbecile. Look at me. Thancred says that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of you, I grant you, but then these high-born types rarely do show loyalty too. They're pets. In fact, he called you rabbit and begged us to put you down.
Uh-oh.
Captive says that's bollocks. He's the one what told me to keep going.
There you go. And there you slip.
Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I've left it behind, tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day, like a good man. But he came to me. He came to me. Thancred says, and there you have it. Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation?
Hilda says aye. So long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there.
Sounds good. You know, what happens behind the scenes in transport?
Thancred. But how did you know he would confess?
Thancred says, well, I have seen his like before. A troubled soul, manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course. But given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk.
Ishtola says, and if our captive had called your bluff?
You would have been incy.
Hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Alphino says, thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed.
Looks like today's gonna be a little bit of a grind. We've never seen the other houses, so we need to go investigate them, speak to them where they were. And how is Sir Almec? Is he any better?
Lucia says on behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another.
Artoral says, pardon the intrusion. First Commander.
What happened?
Lucia says, Lord Artwell, are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Americ in his chambers at present.
Artoral says I am. He bid me bring this south.
Oh.
Lucia says then do not let me detain you. And thank you for your kindness.
They better not. No. No, that's not them.
In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. Alphino says, my Lord Artoral did not seem to be in the best of spirits.
Lucia says 'tis little wonder, Master Alphino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave.
Damn. I'll take both of them, please. Slayer Coffer, Fending Coffer. I guess Slaying. Ooh. Oh, there it is. The Night Shield. That's the Night Shield. Casting. Oh, the casting coffer.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
You sure you're alright for this? We could have met you in your room.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Send more out.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
There you go.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
By the way, I forgot to tell you about a funny side story, which you can do when you want. The Herobrad storylines. Sounds good. We could do it after this. Kind of feel like we need a little break. It's been a lot of back and forth with
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord.
I knew he was a priest.
Respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
Oh, we have to do the boat again? No way.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Find the quest, The Rise and Fall of Gentlemen in Judah. Got it.
Resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
You start the quest line. Sounds good, Lily.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the...
Ah, nice. A quick sword shall settle the matter. As that's a good thing about this card. Or maybe not that great. Whoever wins at the sword must mean that they're right.
I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault.
You?
Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
Finally, some action. He's happy to be here.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
What is it gonna be? Vault difficult now? In the pillars, alright. After the pillars. No. Oh god, I see it now.
Emmerich says listen well. We will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within.
Oh look, he's wearing the uniform of
brothers of the faith are unknown.
Of his brother that passed.
Arturo says I am told one claimed to have served under Thornton 7. Might the same be true of the rest? Emmerich says given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes, which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us.
A maze? Okay.
As it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Arturo, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? Arturo says I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. Halone is my witness. We will bring these fanatics to justice. Emmerich says well said, my lord. Friends, follow me.
Off we go. It will seem our president yet goes unnoticed. Here they are. And one more. That's one. So this is indeed the work of our former servant. Look at him using his skills. First time I see it. Cure the hostage.
Down with you!
How dare you attack this hostage right in my face? Yes, you're safe now. Don't worry. Look at them. They spread them all out. They knew they were going to attack. They ran away. Oh, I guess we got separated.
You underestimate me.
Yeah, you're getting pretty weak there. All right.
Americ says Sarah Simeonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages. Simeonard of the Holiest Flame says, ha. The word of a heretic and kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the archbishop.
Oh, these guys? We already took them down before. Ain't nothing too fearful.
Unlike you, Sir Americ, I am a man of honor. On my hand, you shall receive of the Fury's judgment. Americ says so it is to be a trial, then. Lord Artoral, Cyber, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simeonard.
Alright then. To the robots I face. We do not some. Wait, what do we do? Oh, the knights. We gotta go down. Okay, okay. Which way though? That way? Uh-oh. Bonds united, hostage rescued. I just gotta go out there and take them all down. Here we go. Yeah, you guys are good. Where to now? The other side, right? Oh, I disconnected? No. I mean, we're still doing the same thing as before. You haven't not missed much. Okay. Hostage rescues one more. Do I have to go back? Anyone else? Back here? I see some fighting. No, they're just holding them back. Yeah, I gotta go back. Oh no. I took the wrong turn and I might not make it. No. No. I delayed too long. I don't know what the last hostage is. No, I failed it. Yeah. Yeah, it took too long. No worries.
Emeric says, well said, my lord. Friends.
No, we continue. I just didn't know where I was supposed to go. Okay. We go here. There's the... No. One rescue. Okay, I see no one in this area. They're gonna stay over there. Okay.
Down with you!
What now? Here they come from this side. We take them down. They hold him back. We keep going forward. Okay. We move. Those are the robots. I gotta take one of them down when I get down here. You have to heal up. Okay.
Americ says.
I save the rescues and then I come back here. Get them out! Get them out! God, it took too long. The other side. That was one night. What? Wait, what? Wait, what did I do? How did I fail? Did I attack the innocent person by accident? Oh my god. I must have, that's the only reason. Such a blunder. From where are they coming from? From here. There's two here.
You underestimate me.
We run up. You need to be 100%. Oh well, whatever. The other side. That's highly unfair, but and now we go back. Ah, so I was supposed to go back. That's why I was so lost before. He'll back up straight to 50%. He didn't even need a heal. And the last one. Everyone's safe. Ah, another one. Which way? Oh, that was the end of that?
Where is he? Where is he?
To the airship? Not again. Not her. How dare you?
Come no closer!
You think you represent the Fury?
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
The hell's going on? Oh no. No way.
What? But I...
I had a feeling that was gonna happen. That was perfect.
Vidofne!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
This is a good moment. Those men never seen a dragon that's not in conflict.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee.
What happened?
I bear a message from my sire.
From Gracefelder.
returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
Mortals. You also got, you guys die also eventually. What such an impression. Came, saved an innocent child, left a message, and that was it. A sweet 5 minutes.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Oh, that's gonna live in infancy. Infinity.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause.
Yeah, like, how dare a dragon be let inside the city?
Your desire for lasting peace with the Tavanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefon you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
Be safe. Is very dangerous in these times. That's very good writing. I'm enjoying this thoroughly. Thoroughly? Truly. Very much so.
Has it not? Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Thancred says yes. I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival.
Yeah, sending a message and leaving?
Ishtola says well-timed scarcely does it justice, but 1 moment later would have been a moment too late.
Alphino says let us pray that the Ishtardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sarah Emmerich's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here.
True. Thancred hasn't even seen her. He hasn't even seen Tataru. We can't let that slide.
Thancred says allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the
Exactly.
without saying goodbye.
Ishtola says a moment.
Oh.
Cyber. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you?
He held his own in the boat. He got on well enough with Hilda. I'm not sure how to put into words, but he held his own in the boat. All of these are true. Are you thinking you lost your sight? He probably lost something else.
Especially remarkable given the injury to his eye.
Right, his eye.
We assume that his time in the wilderness afforded him ample opportunity to compensate for his impairment.
They both lost something.
However, I speak not of his physical state, but rather his etheric flow, which I fear has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics.
Magics? What type of magics he has? The only one I know of is the suit.
It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon aid, Primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it.
We really did suffer.
Right, then.
We're not 100% like before.
Krile may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last?
And I think with that, I want to see Tataru's reaction to Thancred's return.
House for Tempsguard says welcome, Master Bolt. Shall I show you inside the manor?
And with that, we'll be done. Where's Thancred? He's gonna change before seeing her?
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Where is Thancred? Did he see her? How could I not see this moment?
You were afraid you might have left.
He has to change his face. His face is too similar, like... They fixed it.
My lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
I'll take this with full gratitude.
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room.
Uh-oh.
My father will soon step down as head of our house.
That much the grief?
Sir Emeric was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince Houses Durandare and Zamail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge.
Are you ready to take the mantle?
Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
No, they say the leaders who don't want to be in power are the best ones. The knight lives to serve. You've been burning with this responsibility.
Like him. I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horschiffon. Will you be a brother to me as well?
Of course, to this whole house. You guys were the only ones to take me in. And everything looked bleak.
Elaine, there's much to be done. For Father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
What happened? Too scared? Poor child.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
From the memories of Count, as goes light, so goes darkness. In casting. He's in the Great Library.
Orion J says, "This is thy proof? The Jurun oracles? Apocrypha?" Question mark says it is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning, and of the path we have been set upon.
The White Ascian. The Warrior of Darkness? What's going on?
Says our fates were ordained long ago. Archon. The Garleans are no exception. Nor the Triad. You know what must be done.
Yeah. What are you plotting? Who is there to witness it? The sister? What's happening now? Yeah, I feel like I recognize that hair.
Papolimo says,
Papolimo? Look at him blending in.
Says everyone has their orders. The masks will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them.
The masks.
Papolimo says, "I fear it will be bloody."
Ida says by Ralgr.
Hey, what is this view?
Papolimo says, "We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities."
Ida says I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, every one.
Uh-oh. They're not gonna have a falling out, right? The Mass versus the Empire. Don't tell me they got sent all the way to the Empire lands. Garlean? Something like that is called? As it once was. Hey, our teacher. After this, we could go and do that quest in Utah.
Ataru says Alphino, Cyber. I've for. We've received news regarding Flamin, Hoary Boulder, and Kultnit.
Alphino says, really? Has something happened?
Tataru says no, it's nothing bad, quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Laminsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful linked pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on.
Alphino says quite. But what wonderful news. To think that our reunion is close at hand. Thancred says a pleasure to see you too, Alphino. Alphino says Thancred and Kroll. What brings the two of you here? Thancred says Kroll and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia.
And?
Krile says, and we may just have found the answer.
Finally, gonna have everyone together.
Cyber, when you were fleeing Uldar with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace. A lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple, if you will.
How will we find that?
In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data.
Thancred says, fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground
Huh?
where Cyber fell the ultima weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. It was there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Kroll and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein. Alphino says, the two of you? Alone?
He has grown in strength since then.
Thancred says, I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kroll while the patrols pass.
Just a nook?
Besides, if you and Cyber come along, who will see to Flamin's grand homecoming? Alphino says, when you put it like that. Very well, I will trust in your plan.
Flamin.
I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Laminson docks?
We'll be there in a moment.
Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels.
Off we go. Heading home finally. Enough of this code. But first, it's time to go to Utah. You said where? Find the quest, Rise and Fall of a Gentleman. Rise and Fall of the Gentleman. Let's see. This is Peace. Remembering the Past, The Way of Samurai. There we go. Rise and Fall of the Gentleman. This one. Phoenix Down. In old acquaintance, a woman is wit's end. And the businessman would have you help her.
Wyman says, I hear you've been busy as a bee, Cyber. Seems half the whispers what come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in investigating some queer rumors, am I right? But before that, let me ask, ever heard of a man named Hildebrand?
Not sure. Doesn't ring a bell. What should I say? Yes or no? Hildebrand, no.
To hear him tell it, he was Eorzea's greatest and most famous inspector.
Okay.
Still, can't say I'm surprised you don't know him. To his credit, Hildebrand and his assistant had a knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out the culprits, well, he had his moments, though I hesitate to give him sole credit. Anyway,
Almost said James Bond.
5 years ago, he
Damn,
his head
that was
on
loud.
the code of Messiah's 7th verse. The Lamu, the calamity, all of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero.
Crack the code.
And wouldn't you know it, the hero was Hildebrand himself.
Okay, no, because you haven't met him before. Okay, I answered truthfully. And he wrote 5 years ago he gets it in his head that he cracked the code. Means 7th verse. Talmud, the calamity. All of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero prophecy. The hero was Hildebrand himself.
So he flies off towards Dalamud. Aye, that's right.
He flies?
Launches himself straight into the air somehow, ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he's got to come back down, though it was only recently that we found his body.
Oh, wow.
Wyman says, I had reason for bringing this up. Ah, right. So Nashu, Hildebrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she's investigating the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. She's a sweet lass, a bit daft, but sweet nonetheless. So when I hear she's at wit's end, I want to help. Thing is, I prefer to meddle in the affairs of the living. Zombies are most definitely not my forte.
Oh, one of the zombies?
So, if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildebrand's grave in the lich yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first.
Oh, you guys hear very loud sounds every once in a while. This is lightning. Some very strong lightning just hit. It didn't hit me, but it was like outside the window. Now, Eastern Thanaland, the rise and fall. Where is that? Camp Drybone. This is the assistant.
Nashu Hakaraka says, oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies.
You're an inspector too.
Ah, you there? Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me.
How do you know that?
Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. Ahem. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries. Extraordinary Inspector.
Oh, look at you.
At least, that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as he made it look. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a real Eorzean hero. We travel the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style.
Then how come I have never heard of him? Only heard of the 12 and the grandfather.
But then there was the final case. The case of the century. He called it How to Stop the Red Moon from Destroying the World.
I don't think that's just a small case. It's massive. I mean, just a case.
He flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he...
No?
This is all a joke, a big, funny joke. Right, Inspector? Any moment now, you'll burst out of the ground and shout, surprise. Had you fooled, eh? And we'll laugh and laugh.
Oh, you mad? How dare you? Poor girl. She's traumatized. They can't move on.
They say no one remembers the warriors of light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever.
They say no one remembers a warrior like their names, their faces all gone forever.
But I remember you, Inspector, no, Gentleman Hero Hildebrand.
Was he one of the 12?
I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try.
What? What are you doing?
I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie, who tells the rest what to do. Therefore, all we need to do is kill him, again, that is.
But what if they're not like the one mind?
Unfortunately, I don't know where he is, or how to find him. But
Assistant.
now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these dapper zombies were last seen in southern Thanalan, you might find them. And then you could, you could become a friend and ask to meet their leader.
Oh my god. That's it? Just be their friend? I already met one of them before. What was it? The guy? The one that gave me a minion? The Captus minion? Wait, am I going the right way? It's over here, I believe. Okay, where's the... That's crazy. It's in the exact same place. And the zombies have exhibited uncharacteristic civilized behavior in their late. I feel so cultured, I feel so refined. Wait. You guys are not part of the story, right? A gentleman is rather than it does. Oh, participant in fate. Oh, yes, I am supposed to take them down. Look at him posing. Sorry. Huh? Oh, level sync. Oh, there we go. Am I a gentleman? Sorry, guys. You guys were just living your normal life. I had to interfere. Now, I really had to get him involved. Do not disturb our practice. I'm sorry. You're near a gentleman or a zombie. Oh god. Any more? No, don't attack him. Oh wait. That one has a fancy shield. Do you have anything else special? A gentleman is rather than does. That's it? Fallen Corpse written style. What parchment?
Did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I've been busy, too. The head zombie will